So here we have the Jaguar XE on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's a four-door car with alloy wheels. We're going to start off in the boot area of the vehicle. First, as we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors and plenty of boot space as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in. And as I mentioned, we'll run through some controls from there. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the speedometer. On the right-hand side, the rev counter. In the centre, you can see, firstly, the total miles for the car. There are 58,656. In that section, we've got the fuel gauge, coolant temperature gauge, the trip computer, the digital readout for the speedometer at the top, and at the bottom of that section, it will show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic. We, of course, are in park at the moment. If we back out to the steering wheel, we have our stereo and phone controls. We have cruise control and speed limiter. We've also got a heated steering wheel you can turn on and off from here. The plus and minus pedals so that you can change up and down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox. And then into the center, the main touch screen for the car. We're on the home screen at the moment. There are two screens you can essentially access up here. The main one being the first one, which is where you access, amongst other things, your audio choices. So DAB, FM and AM radio. We have auxiliary input as well. Once you've paired your phone, we've also got Bluetooth audio. It's up on this screen where you can control the direction the air is being distributed in for your climate control. It's also where you control your heated seats. The driver and passenger seats both have 3 separate heat settings on each. Back out to home screen again. You can pair your phone just here. Once you've done so, you can make and receive phone calls and stream your music wirelessly as well. This car's also got full colour satellite navigation, as you can see. Below that, we have our dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the passenger and driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can turn your air conditioning on and off from here. It's on when that light shows, of course. Or hit auto and the car will take control for you to maintain those temperatures, which you can override by making any manual adjustment. If I was to press this button or this button, it will open up the screen where we were just a moment ago. So you can either do it here or on the screen. Either way, it opens up on the screen. We've also got a heated rear and a heated front screen there. The main volume for your stereo. This is the button that starts and stops the engine for the car. You just need to make sure the key is in here with you. This dial is your gear selector. So on here we have obviously reverse, neutral, drive and sport all the way over to the right hand side. When we switch the car off, this will lower so that it sits flush to this central unit. We then have traction control you can turn on and off. Stop and start you can turn on and off. And you can, on here, change the driving setup of the car depending on the weather and driving conditions. We have 2 cup holders and an electronic handbrake. Last thing I wanted to mention is the sunroof in this car, which is fairly rare to find in these vehicles. As you can see, fully electric sunroof that you can open and close. If you wish to, with this closed, you can also close the sun blind to just help with the kind of light in the car. But obviously with it open, it lets in a huge amount of extra light to this cabin area. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you.